here doing?
Exactly. That's what I said.
And I knew I was right. Every time I feel that intuition of I'm right.
How do he not see that?
That's what I'm saying. What have I done to you for you to do me like this?
Because it sure isn't because you're not attractive.
That damn bike out the way.
Do you need to move it?
Rasheeda had finally reached her breaking point after years of drama betrayals and endless cycles of hope and disappointment. She stood in her living room, arms crossed and heart pounding, ready to take a stand. The air was thick with tension, and the atmosphere crackled with unresolved emotions. Kirk Frost, the man who had been her partner through thick and thin, now stood before her, looking more like a stranger than ever. Enough is enough, Kirk. I'm done with the lies and the games. Rasheeda declared, her voice steady, but laced with an intensity that could set the room on fire. The moment hung in the air like a storm cloud, ready to burst. Kirk, caught off guard by the ferocity of her words, shifted uncomfortably, trying to maintain his composure. Babe, let's talk about this, he pleaded, his voice wavering. He ran a hand through his hair, a familiar gesture that usually melted her heart, but not this time. Rasheeda was resolute, her patience worn thin from years of trying to fix what was broken. You think you can just waltz back in here after everything, after all the times you've disrespected me? She shot back, her eyes narrowing, each word dripped with venom, each syllable an echo of the betrayal that had festered between them. Kirk attempted to appeal to her emotions, bringing up their years together and their shared history. We have a family, Rasheeda. You can't just throw that away. But she was done with the emotional manipulation this time. She wasn't backing down family. You think a family thrives on deceit, she retorted, her voice rising. I've been more than patient. I've given you chance after chance, and what have you done? You've taken my trust and stomped on it. The fire in her eyes was unmistakable, and for once Kirk looked small and vulnerable. Desperation crept into his voice. I can change, just give me another shot. But Rasheeda was no longer the woman who would easily forgive and forget. She had fought too hard for her own self-worth, and she wasn't about to let him drag her back down. Change. You've promised that before. I've held on to empty promises for far too long, she replied, her heart racing. The weight of their tumultuous relationship had become a burden she was no longer willing to bear. She felt liberated, empowered, ready to reclaim her life.
What you mean? What's up?
What do you mean what I mean? How the you get around Mama D? What the y'all mean that?
That's none of your business.
You know her reputation with young
I
women,
don't know,
she was
and I
known to be a
don't
madam,
care.
okay? So I'm just asking, what's the relationship?
Kirk's frustration boiled over. You'll regret this. You're making a huge mistake. He shot back, his voice rising in anger, but Rasheeda only smirked, the corners of her mouth lifting in defiance. Regret? I doubt it. I'm finally free, she said, feeling a rush of adrenaline with each word. She felt lighter, shedding the toxic energy he brought into her life. She stepped towards the door, her heart pounding, feeling like a warrior ready to take on the world. Fine, you want to kick me out? I'll show you what you'll be missing, he spat, gathering his belongings in a huff. The sight of him scrambling only fueled her resolve. She watched him, knowing that the man standing before her was not the partner she had once loved, but a shadow of the man she'd hoped he would be. As he shoved clothes into a duffel bag, the reality of their situation sank in the love they once shared. Felt like a distant memory, overshadowed by the betrayal and lies that had become their everyday life. Rasheeda could feel the weight of the years lifting off her shoulders, making room for hope and new beginnings. Go ahead and leave, Kirk. I deserve better than this, she said, her voice steady as she gestured towards the door. I'm reclaiming my space, my life, and I'm not looking back. With one final slam of the door, Kirk was gone, and Rasheeda stood in the silence that followed, heart racing. But this time, it was from excitement, not fear. She took a deep breath, feeling a newfound sense of empowerment coursing through her veins. The echoes of their tumultuous relationship faded, leaving her with the exhilarating promise of freedom and self-discovery. Outside, Kirk paced, feeling the weight of his choices bearing down on him. He'd lost more than just a roof over his head. He'd lost the woman who had once stood by him. Through thick and thin, the stakes had changed, and he knew he couldn't just come back. Rasheeda was a force to be reckoned with, and he was about to learn that the hard way. The scene is set for a fiery showdown, and everyone's watching. Will Kirk to the occasion or spiral deeper into chaos? The drama between Kirk Frost and Rasheeda is getting wild right now. Sis is done and ready to move on, filing for child support from Kirk after years of his lies and cheating. According to Rasheeda, Kirk is a serial cheater and a master at deception, so much so that she doesn't even want her kids around him anymore. This ain't no love and hip-hop storyline. She's making it clear she's done with the nonsense. Let's not forget Kirk's track record of lies. Remember when Jasmine spilled the tea to Carly read about having a son with Kirk. Carly confronted him, and Kirk had the nerve to lie to Jasmine's face, acting like he didn't even know who she was.
He called me, but I didn't answer the phone because I said, you know what, man, the up. You want to talk to me? Come and talk to me face to face. Don't call.
Kirk tried to flip the script, convincing Rasheeda that it was all just a prank because he knew Carly would tell Rash about the whole mess.
But you haven't signed anything, and he hasn't signed anything yet. No.
Is that because are you guys still trying to work it out, or does it just make more sense for you guys to just be separated right now?
Well, the thing is, we've sat and had a conversation about trying to maybe not do it through attorneys and see if we can come to some type of agreement, you know, that way. And at the same time, I also feel like, and it's not even the point of just trying to work it out, but I'm also like, I'm at a place where I'm like, okay, you know, I pretty much kind of got the information, and am I ready to serve him with these papers? You know, this is the first time something like this has happened in our marriage, and I'm feeling like, okay, you know, is the answer immediately, although it's all this crazy stuff that's happened, is the answer immediately divorce, you know, step into this place, or is it let's try to figure out if we're gonna just separate and try to work out percentages, things like to that nature. So that's kind of where it is right now, just maybe considering not having to do an actual divorce, but just at this moment, but just figuring out what we want to do and see if we want to go ahead and take it to the divorce line later, or you know, that may not be the case. As of right now, who's to say? My main concern ain't even just the fact of filing a divorce. It's just about trying to, you know, stay focused, not overstress myself, and get ready for this baby, whether he's a part of the situation or not.
Jasmine, but Carrie came through with all the receipts exposing Kirk and Jasmine's relationship. Who could forget when Rasheeda read through those messy text messages between Kirk and Jasmine? Unbelievable. Standing there denying every word he sent to Jasmine while Rasheeda had the proof right in front of her, like, Kirk, come on, how big of a liar can you be? Cheetah is fed up Kirk's been dodging accountability for too long, and now he's facing the consequences. This is about to get even messier. The news that Rasheeda is reportedly filing for a divorce after 25 years of marriage is shocking, but not entirely unexpected. Given their turbulent history over the years, Kirk has faced numerous cheating allegations, including fathering a child outside of their marriage, which was a major storyline on the show. Rasheeda has been known for standing by him despite all the public scrutiny and drama, but it seems she may have finally reached her breaking point. Fans who have followed their journey might have seen this coming, as the strain on their relationship has been evident for a long time. It seemed that after a tumultuous 25-year relationship, Love and hip-hop Atlanta star Rasheeda has finally decided to file for divorce from her husband, Kirk Frost. According to circulating rumors, Rasheeda, who has long endured Kirk's unfaithful behavior, is reportedly fed up with his cheating and deceit, which have plagued their marriage for years. Over the course of their relationship, Kirk has repeatedly made headlines for his infidelity, notably cheating on Rasheeda on screen during a getaway on Love and Hip Hop. This moment became one of the most infamous in the series. Kirk's denial of paternity. When Rasheeda became pregnant during season 2 of Love and Hip Hop was a defining moment in their storyline, causing significant strife in their marriage. Stormy 25-year roller coaster of a relationship, it looks like Love and Hip Hop Atlanta star Rasheeda has finally reached her breaking point and is ready to divorce her husband, Kirk Frost. Rumor has it that Rasheeda, who has long put up with Kirk's endless parade of unfaithfulness, is completely over his cheating and deceit that have been a constant born in their marriage. Kirk has made headlines more than once for his shady behavior, with one of the most infamous moments being his on-screen betrayal during a getaway on Love and in Hip Hop. This scene became legendary for its drama and Kirk's blatant dishonesty about paternity. When Rasheeda was pregnant in season 2, this was a major drama bomb that shook their relationship to the core. By season 3, Kirk took a DNA test to prove paternity, a move that only made things worse and left Rasheeda reeling. Their turbulent marriage also sparked dramatic clashes with Rasheeda's mother, Charlene, who famously ran over Kirk's motorbike in a fiery confrontation. Despite their years of very public highs and lows, Rasheeda seems ready to take back control of her life and move on from a marriage that's been nothing short of a dramatic soap opera. If the divorce rumors turn out to be true, it would be a monumental shift for Rasheeda, a longtime cast member known for juggling her career, family, and her chaotic relationship with Kirk. Rasheeda's journey has been one for the books, and many are rallying behind her decision to finally ties with Kirk Frost after years of betrayal. It looks like Rasheeda is done playing second fiddle to Kirk's cheating and deception, choosing to put her peace and happiness first. As she steps away from the tumultuous union, Kirk Frost and Rasheeda's marriage has undoubtedly been one of the most scandalous and dramatic relationships on Love and in Hip Hop Atlanta, with nearly 25 years of wild ups and downs. Initially introduced as the supportive husband and manager who was all about helping Rasheeda chase her dreams, Kirk's role took a nosedive into darker waters as their marriage became the epicenter of the show's drama. In season 2, Kirk's behavior turned particularly antagonistic when he accused Rasheeda of cheating upon learning she was pregnant. This kicked off a string of betrayals, including Kirk getting caught on camera with 2 women and pressuring Rasheeda to have an abortion. Despite the chaos, the couple managed to patch things up in season 3. But Kirk's antics continued to wreak havoc, like hiring a bar waitress as their babysitter and stirring up trouble by pitting Rasheeda against his artist Ashley Nicole. In season 4, the relationship hit rock bottom in season 6 when it came to light that Kirk fathered a child with Jasmine, a stripper. This scandal led to a brief separation in season 7, only for them to reconcile after the sudden death of Kirk's mother. Yet even with this temporary truce, their relationship remained plagued by Kirk's incessant cheating and dishonesty with Rasheeda. Grappling with the fallout in the public eye as Rasheeda approaches her 24th wedding anniversary, rumors of a divorce are swirling, hinting that she might finally be hitting her breaking point. Their marriage, enduring for over 2 decades, has been a roller coaster of scandals, and many fans feel Rasheeda deserves some well-earned peace and joy after all the drama Kirk has stirred up. If these divorce rumors are true, it would mark the end of one of the longest-running and most tumultuous relationships in the love and in hip-hop franchise in an emotional and candid conversation captured